Hey, this will be a video chart on VIPR, VIPR Industries Incorporated. I've been getting quite a few requests on this, so want to get it up here. And the chart is making an interesting pattern, which may be leading to something big coming up here. We'll just have to kind of wait and see how the rest of this week plays out. So pretty much, the video won't be anything special. Just going to map out this pattern, and we'll see what transpires. So the first thing that I like about this chart is we are now in a nice little uptrend over whatever you want to call it, a long. We'll just call it medium term, about 2.5 months. Everybody's opinions obviously different on what they will call a short term versus a long term or whatever. So we'll just call this kind of medium to long term pattern here. We have the bulls slowly making progress, and then we also have this very stubborn area of resistance right here at 0.0014. And when I say stubborn, I mean, there's once, twice, three, four, and then today, fifth time. So 5 times the price has tried to get above there. The bulls have made an attempt and just haven't been able to. But what this is also forming is an ascending triangle pattern, meaning over time, higher lows are being put in, but right here, the price just keeps hitting its head here. Now, ascending triangles are bullish patterns. Does that absolutely guarantee that a huge breakout's coming? No, that's not what that's saying. But it is saying, it's worth putting on your watch list and seeing what happens here, especially when you look at Tuesday's volume. Huge volume day, nice price reaction. The bulls tried to, follow up with that, but you can just see volume just wasn't enough. You're going to need more volume than that to be able to push through this level here at 0.0014. Just with the history of it, you can see so many times it's tried. So you're going to need a volume day, probably something like one of these, or maybe even something like that. But this little small volume day like this just isn't going to get the job done trying to break through this area of resistance. But with another surge of volume like this, I'm pretty confident that this 0.0014 level would fall. And with that falling, you could get a pretty nice move with one kind of contingency, that being our buddy here, the 200-day simple moving average. This is always another stubborn level. This one's based pretty much at 0.0017, we can say, 0.0016, however you want to round it. The good news with that is if you can get through it, then the resistance is really thin out, and the price could get moving fast and move pretty high. But it is going to be a little bit of a challenge here. The first challenge, like we've been saying, this level, and then we do have the 200-day. But as with everything, that the bigger the challenge, the bigger the breakout. If the bulls can gain enough momentum here, so sure, it may be hard, but it's one of those things where the harder it works to get through, the better the results are going to be if the bulls can clear through this area. If I scrunch up the chart, you can see that pretty much after this level, the next resistance isn't up until here at this previous high. So percentage speaking, that'd be a very nice move. But one step at a time. Got to make sure first that we hold this trend line. If this does pull back, if this pullback continues to happen, we want to make sure that the price can stay above our trend line here, because that'll kind of keep this tight little spring pattern right here that we got. And if it doesn't, then all that means is this pattern has been violated and it's no longer in play. But as long as this trend line does hold, then the pattern's in play, and the possibility and potential is there. So might not happen this week since we only got 2 days left, but next week definitely keep an eye on it, and we'll kind of have to see if we get enough volume surge to be able to push it up forward. But it should be very interesting, and if it can get through, I'll definitely be watching it and watching that volume to make sure that there's enough there to start to make the fireworks happen. If there are any other questions on the chart, please let me know. If not, I'd encourage you to check out bullwarriorstocks.com. If you go there and sign up for the free newsletter, you'll be sent a free ebook, which has been getting good reviews. And then with your newsletter subscription, you'll get chart setups, trade ideas, educational pieces, all sorts of things from penny stocks up to big boards. So there's a nice variety, something for everybody, and it's all free, so it's worth at least signing up and giving it a try. We've been making some good money together, so I'd encourage you to check it out. One more time, this is VIPR. Thanks for listening.